Alright, welcome to the 1.63 patch and April season review. Upon full release of the game, we saw the introduction of a new feature called the Bloodborn spells. This is a general locked ability for each faction. We also introduced 6 new generals, so we will have a total of 12 different Bloodborn spells to play around in the game. Now, Bloodborn spells have a conditional activation on turn 3, 5, 7, 9, and every turn following 9. Now, while you do receive this Bloodborn spell on those turns, you can use the spell the turn following receiving the spell. This causes for some interesting deck building since these are actual spells that synergize with cards in your deck. Player 1 notably receives it on 4 mana, while player 2 receives it on 5 mana. Some of the strongest Bloodborn spells are the Vision Hosts, because both generals include Bloodborn spells that synergize well with their cards, with Wrastlings and Shadow Creep. Other strong Bloodborn spells are our very own Bath the Immortal, our Magmar general, which has a +1 attack for the duration of the game, which stacks until dispelled. Now this is very favorable for you in the long run because you'll be able to one-shot minions without trading your own minions with them. Our very own new general Kara Winterblade also has a very strong snowball effect, giving each minion in your hand +1/+1 for the remainder of the game. And these minions continue to hold on to those stats even when replaced into your deck. Upon release of the game, Counterplay unveiled an opening cinematic feature our very own Xelos Zan. This continues Counterplay's production of additional Duelyst media earlier this month, which shows Faye Bloodwing and Xeric Starstrider battling out. Cards that will be introduced are the War Masters, which seem to have abilities that strongly synergize with certain keywords. Now, Skywing and Un7 are some of the strongest ones in this set because they allow you to ramp out into bigger cards, especially on 7, because as stronger Dying Wish minions are introduced to the game, you'll have a very strong Dying Wish that continues to grow stronger with on 7. On to the April season review. In the mid-April patch, 2 neutral minions were introduced in the game, which will give a boost towards new players, with a neutral card draw minion in Necroseer and Bloodletter being a neutral combo card for all those new players in the game. Some other card changes we saw in mid-April was summed up with the change in attack of Primus Shieldmaster, because it increases attack from 2 to 3, which makes it a very strong anti-aggro card and pretty much a staple 4-drop in all decks currently. Along with the patch, we saw some nerfs of our long-time strongest cards, and to counteract the rise in Vestruvian's popularity on ladder, Scion's 2nd and 3rd Wish were nerfed, removing one of the strongest card draws in the game, and hopefully we won't be seeing any more instantaneous blast effects. And a couple of other notable nerfs were the Archon Spellbender and Primus 5th, which were some of our strongest neutral cards in the game. Other cool features introduced in the game was a Welcome Back quest, which favors some of our Duelyst slackers, which can't be bothered with doing the quests every day. The Welcome Back quest stacks 10 gold per quest that you miss. When you come back to the game, you merely have to play 3 games to receive all the gold that you've been missing out on. We also see a permanent health and attack on minions on the board, which is pretty great for content creators and spectators of Duelyst content. It's also a beautiful addition to the game and a fantastic way to help with streams and video creators on the web. Now, following the end of the month, we also can review the results of 1 card per turn. This turns out to make deck building a lot more important when it previously wasn't, and it turns out to have a very interesting combination with Bloodborne spells. Now, though the month was quite hectic with the rise of Vestruvian, Aggro Magmar, and Aggro Songhai, which never seems to go away, I'm excited to see that cards and decks will be more anti-aggro because of Bloodborne spells. You'll be able to utilize stronger late game cards because you have Bloodborne spells to help even out your curve, and it'll benefit players in the long run because once you get to a later turn to the games, you'll probably be able to utilize your Bloodborne spells more than any aggro deck. In the month of April, we also saw the first matches in the contest of Grandmasters, which features a $5,000 prize to the winner of the tournament. You can find matches every Saturday until the grand finale. This tournament features some of our strongest Duelyst players and some professionals from Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. Well, that's it for the April season review. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and definitely check out some more Duelyst videos up there on the upper right. And if you're interested in a history lesson, you might want to check out the last season review of the March season. Well, time to say goodbye to the Duelyst beta and the beta forums, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!